This podcast is made possible by you, the supporters of WPLN and WNXP, Nashville Public Radio.
It's Tuesday, December 24th. I'm Paige Pfleger, and you're listening to a special holiday edition of the NashVillager podcast from Nashville Public Radio, WPLN News. There is a running bit from my last 4 years at WPLN that I don't do joy stories. Instead, you can usually find me sinking my teeth into some sort of systemic injustice, like kids being put in solitary confinement or the ways that Tennessee fails to get guns out of dangerous hands. I'm lurking in courtrooms. I'm visiting prisons. I'm spending lots and lots and lots of money on records requests. Once, Brett Kelman, a local journalist I really admire, said that my stories lay bare some of the, quote, ugliest stuff he's ever read. I mean, really. When I run into people who say they like my work, I usually apologize for possibly making them cry. But as much as I hate to admit it, people love public radio for joy stories. Even I love public radio for joy stories. So given the holiday season and the fact that I don't want to be the Grinch, nor Scrooge, nor any other holiday grouch, I figured I'd lean into some happy stories for once. And there was one series our newsroom did this year that completely melted even my cold little heart. The wonderful Alexis Marshall, who is now teaching English in Spain, did these features on summer camps. They really showed off her skills at making our littlest interview subjects feel comfortable and confident. And those skills are on perfect display in one summer camp feature in particular. Lexi visited Camp Talks at Vanderbilt University and spoke to some kiddos who usually shy away from talking at all.
In a lot of ways, this camp is like plenty of others. There's games of kickball and capture the flag. And opportunities to get creative.
Any feedback for scene 3?
But there's one big difference at Camp Talks. All of the kids stutter.
Our goal is not to try and teach kids how to speak fluently or how to get rid of the stutter.
That's camp director Ryan Milliger. Full disclosure, he's also married to a WPLN staffer, but she did not work on this story.
Our goal is really just to make a safe space where they can be themselves and deal with the emotions and some of the complicated internal pieces of stuttering.
And giving them that space can be powerful.
Some kids show up and they are not comfortable speaking at all. And on day 5, after spending time in the space and getting to know other kids and feeling safe to open up, they're on stage performing a short play that they wrote in front of their parents and a huge audience.
Take, for example, camper Alexa.
Usually, I don't really like talking to new people a lot. And I'm just a little shy.
So you feel like you've opened up a little bit?
Yeah, came out of my shell more.
In the outside world, kids who stutter often get interrupted.
My math teacher in 5th grade actually called someone else because of my stuttering, like saying I took too long.
That's Kira, who says she's worried about getting bullied for her stutter as she gets older. Part of what makes Camp Talks different is a rule. It's the very first thing written in blue marker at the top of a poster on the wall. Everyone has as much time as they need to speak.
It means a good amount to me because it actually lets me talk.
On the day I visit, kids get a chance to directly address their stutters.
Number 1 is you can write a letter to your stutter. So imagine if you could tell your stutter something about how you feel about them.
Some of the campers chose to share those letters with you, our listeners. We're going to listen now to what Tucker, Journey, Tuha, Kira, Alexa, and Aubrey had to say in their own words and on their own time.
Dear Stutter.
Dear Stutter.
Hi, Stuttering. How are you?
It is hard to deal with you, Stuttering.
I don't know how I feel about you. I feel like you're a problem sometimes. So sometimes I don't.
Sometimes you get in the way of things, like talking to other people, speeches, and a lot of other things.
Because the words would get stuck in my throat, voice box, or mouth.
I'm not feeling good about having repetition.
I hate you, Stuttering.
I get bullied for my stutter, but I also make friends because of it.
I used to hate you and how much you consumed my thoughts.
But I don't want to lose you though.
Sometimes I feel like you're good since it makes me kind of unique.
Stuttering is a way to challenge myself to do more and talk more.
A lot about me has not changed except the part that I love you now. You are not a burden, but a blessing.
It provides opportunities to take risks and try new things.
You never held me back, and you've also let me meet amazing people from Tucker.
And when you leave Camp Talks and go back home or go to school, is there anything that you remember from Camp Talks or that you take with you for the rest of the year?
I like to remember I can always be confident in myself.
Yeah, be confident, that's it, I guess.
I'm probably gonna try to stand up more for my if anyone's mean to me, and I'd probably I will probably educate people about stuttering.
I think everybody in the world deserves to have time to speak.
From Camp Talks, I'm Alexis Marshall, WPLN News.
Thanks for listening to this special holiday edition of the NashVillager podcast. We take this look at Nashville news every weekday. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe on your favorite podcasting app. And of course, everything at WPLN News, from joyful stories to the more horrifying ones, is listener supported. You can become a member at WPLN.org. And while you're there, we actually have a roundup of joy stories on our website from this year. You should check it out. We're keeping it short and sweet. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. Happy holidays, y'all.